Alright, well, we've carved the feather on the insole, and I'm going to show you how to last the upper. But what I did was I moistened the upper with a little bit of water and stretched it on the last right after I finished it just to start to get it in shape. So that was the first lasting. Then I'm going to show you now the technique of lasting, but that will actually be, this will be the second lasting. And then we're going to put the stiffeners in, and like the toe puff and heel counter, and then we're going to do stitching of the welting, so that will finish it. But alright, so you need nails, and you need two different gauges of nails. One of them is small, and it's a 7/8 of an inch long nail, which is approximately 23 millimeters long. And the other is an inch and a quarter, which would be in millimeters about approximately 31 millimeters. So always powder your last, because if you don't do that, it might not come off so easily when you're finished the shoe and removing it. An old prank that is well documented is the older shoemakers would purposely neglect to tell their apprentice that they have to powder the last and then derive amusement when the shoe won't come off when it's done. Not a very nice joke to do to someone, but that's a traditional joke to pull on a new shoemaker. So don't let it happen to you. Alright, the first step is we're going to align the upper at the right height. And it comes in handy if you leave behind the tape where you cut the pattern off. So adjust the back of the upper to the correct height, and then put in 3 nails through your stitching there of the small variety. Next, you're going to take your lasting pliers, and if you don't have lasting pliers, then use whatever pliers you have, like a needle nose or channel locks, and put a nail about an inch in at the toe. Now, one very important concept in lasting that will take a little bit of the headache out of it is to feel right here. And at first, the leather will go from here straight down, and it won't have this nice shoe shape. So you have to stretch it into that form by pulling here and here, first one side, then the other, and then doing it again, so that you are stretching the leather this way over. So now do some pulls on the heel. And the leather makes these two folds here, so pull each of those in. Alright, so once again, first step, small nails in the heel through the sewing holes at the correct mark on the last. Then, first pull one nail in the toe, then pulls just behind the ball of the foot, here and here, then two pulls on the heel and several pulls on the waist. Now, I'm going to check to see how I am, and there'll be space still that needs to be stretched in, so you have to tighten it even further to make it have contact with the last underneath this crucial area. So we're going to add two more nails here, pulling like this direction, like that, and that, there and there. So two nails here, then I'm going to take these two nails out and pull again. Okay, it's getting tighter, taking shape there. Now I'm going to pull out these two nails and retighten them. Now, I'm going to go in and gather in the leather in the spaces in between. And I'm going to use my smaller tip needle nose pliers. So nail here, here, and here, and all the way around. And then I'll do that and show you what that looks like. All right. Basically, I've been pulling in the spaces between each pull, and the last is powdered and covered with the upper, and the insole is in place. So we're going to let this rest a little, and we will prepare our toe puff and counter and other stiffeners, so that what that is pieces of shoulder leather that are put in between the lining and the upper and moistened and covered with paste and hammered to compress the fibers with the hammer. I fold the upper out of the way, take the nails out, fold it up, glue the toe box in and the counter, and hammer it into shape and into strength with the cobbler's hammer, and then let it dry, and then relast it one more time, and we'll trim the leather and sew the welting. So here we go. And the little needle nose pliers come in very handy for reaching in hard to reach spaces, much more dexterous than the clumsy lasting pliers. And sometimes I like to use a regular hammer because it has a greater momentum for hitting nails in, and I save my shoemaking hammer for forming things. So I think that works a little easier. So there we go. This has been Andrew Wrigley on how to make a shoe by hand. I hope this has been of some help to you, and keep clicking and skiving. see you on the next video. So it's been lasted for the second time now, and the leather was slightly moistened again, which gives you a little bit more of an idea of what it might look like when it's waxed. But it's coming along nicely. We are starting to have something that looks like a shoe. So on to the next step.